6 habits that you have to leave before you become successful. Success leaves clues, and if you have these habits, then chances are this is going to hinder on your success. So these are 6 habits that you have to leave before you become successful. Number 1 habit, negativity. Negativity about people that are successful. How do you feel when someone else that's successful walks in the room? Are you negative about it, or are you positive? Do you envy it, or do you feel like resentment towards that person? Do you feel negative towards that person, or do you feel positive towards that person? You have to leave the negativity. If there's someone that you see maybe driving a beautiful car outside, do you say things like, maybe that's their father's car? Do you say, if it's someone that's in the same age as you, do you say things like, maybe that's their father's car? If it's a lady, do you say things like, maybe that woman is married to a rich husband, I'm not, Because those negative thoughts or those negative sayings basically help you to relax. They help you to sit down. If you see someone moving, getting out of a beautiful house, and you say something like, maybe that's their parents' house. How do you know if that's their parents' house or their house? That's probably their own property. How about from now on you start saying things like, that is a beautiful house, that is a beautiful car, that is something that's beautiful that they've attained. I wonder how I can achieve the same thing. Instead of saying, oh no, that person is young, that's probably their fathers, that's probably, they probably have a trust fund, Instead of saying all those negative things, how about you start saying positive things and start also asking yourself, how can you achieve those things at the age that you are right now, So negative things, or saying negative things towards successful people, that will basically help you not to become successful. That will keep you in the same position as you are right now, So you have to start saying positive things about people that are more successful than you, so that saying can basically help you to draw you closer to that thing that you're saying you want, Because here's the thing, you cannot achieve something that you resent. You cannot achieve something that you look bad on, If you're saying people are successful because they're robbing people are successful because they're thieves, then how can you become successful? Because you associate that success with something bad. Start associating that success with something positive so that you can move closer to that which you want to achieve, which is success, And the second thing that you have to leave is comparing. Social media has made it so easy to compare. But the thing is, you're comparing your life with someone else's best case scenario. You're not seeing what they're struggling with. You're not seeing what they want. You're not seeing some of the weaknesses that they have. On social media, you're only seeing the good things that they want you to see. You don't see them crying. You don't see anything that's bad about those people. So stop envying anyone's life. Start living your life to the best of your ability. Also, the thing is, if you start comparing and you start saying, oh, this person is successful as a Forex trader, I want to be in Forex. What you're doing then is basically saying that you believe that whatever that you have as a skill, whatever that you have as a talent is not going to work for you. The other person's talent, the other person's skills is what's going to make you successful. And that's the wrong way of doing things, because the thing that you is your talent, the thing that you have as a skill, that is what can make you successful. That person was different, and that is okay. Do not compare yourself with the person. Work on the field, or work on the field that you want to work on, that you are talented in, that you have skills in. They say walk your journey, and that's the advice. Stop comparing yourself with anyone. Walk your own journey. The other habit that you have to leave if you want to become successful, a third habit that you want to leave if you want to become successful, is working on survival mode. Working just to survive, working to pay debts. If you're just working to pay your debts, chances are forever you'll be working to pay your debts. Forever you'll keep on working on paying your debts, and you're not going to start working on thriving. So how about you have a plan for thriving? How about you have a plan for abundance? How about you have a plan for having more than what you want to have or what you have right now? Start working on a plan to basically achieve way more results than you're already achieving at the moment. Don't work on just surviving, because a lot of people, what happens is they get bills and then they basically just work on just do enough to pay their bills. How can you work on something that's more than just paying your bills? How can you work on something that is more than the income that you're just getting at work? If you have a certain income at work, how can you achieve more than that? How can you achieve 5 times that? How can you achieve 2 times that? What can you do now that can basically help you or get you a step closer to getting 2 times more than what you're getting from the workplace that you're getting? Even 5 rand more, if you can do something that can help you get 10 rand more, 100 rand more, do that. And then once you've done something that can get you that 100 rand more, how can you do the same thing to get 1,000? How can you do the same thing to get 10,000, 100,000 and more? That's basically something that you have to work on. So do not work on just surviving, work on thriving. What are some of the things that you can do to help you start thriving, And the fourth thing that you have to leave if you want to become successful is not minding your own business. A lot of people are minding other people's businesses instead of their own. They focused on, this person is doing this wrong. If it was me, I would do it this way. And they're just saying those things, but they're not doing it. If it was you, you would do something different. How about you start doing it? Mind your own business. Start working on the things that you're saying other people should start working on. And if you're already good at that thing, why don't you do it? Do it yourself. So many people would say about other people, this person is not doing this right, and that person is successful or more successful than them. I see so many comments also on Facebook, people saying that person is not doing this right. You should do it this way. You should do it this way. How about you mind your own business and do those things that you're advising someone else to do in your own field and see if you will be successful, Stop becoming a spectator to other people's successes and start creating your own success, Habit number 3 that you have to leave is habit number 5 that you have to leave is basically, like having habits that drain your energy. There's so many habits that people have, and those habits are not good for them. They just drain their energy. Habits like drinking, How about you stop drinking or minimize the amount of drinking that you have, Smoking, drugs, friends, chilling with friends all the time. There are habits that you are doing that basically when you're done with them, you just want to sleep. How about you start minimizing those habits? Habits like going to the gym all the time and not working on something that you have to work on. Some people use gym as an escape for their life. Some people use gym in order to escape what they have to deal with. They know they have to deal with something, but they go to the gym to escape the thing that they have to deal with, and they come back home, they're tired, they sleep, they go back to the work that they hate going to. So it's not bad to gym. Obviously, it's good that you are working on a physical appearance, but at the same time, are you using the gym to escape the problems that you have to work on? Stop doing activities that will basically make you sleep and not be proactive. Eating all the time, those habits, eating all the time, watching TV all the time. Once you watch 5 hours of TV, after that, you just want to go sleep, How can you start minimizing those activities that drain your energy, that make you want to sleep, and start working on things that will basically help you become more proactive in your life, So habit number 6 that you have to stop doing is basically wanting validation, chances are the people around you do not have the same gift that you have. Chances are the people around you do not have the same things that you're having in your mind. Stop looking for validation from the next person. Stop asking the next person, or stop looking for validation from the next person to become successful. Most of the people, or 90% of the people around, will not become successful. So why are you looking for validation from 90% of the people? Look for validation from yourself, and start looking for validation from other people that are more successful than you. And start doing the work so that you can validate yourself even more than the other people that are more successful than you. How can you start working so that you can validate yourself? What are your goals? What are you aiming to achieve? Start working on that. And once you become successful, that becomes validation that you are becoming successful. You are becoming wealthy. And that wealth becomes validation that you are doing the right thing, So stop looking for validation from other people and start focusing on the things that you want to achieve. And how can you work on things that you want to achieve in order to become successful in the field that you want to become successful in? Those are questions that you have to ask yourself, So these are 6 things that I advise you, if you want to become successful, to start living, starting from today. If you love this, don't forget to leave a love button on the comment below. But otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.